Akumu wasn't the only difficult challenge that the Evil Within offered. In fact, far from it. Much like how the base game had Akumu, the Kidman DLCs, also known as the Assignment and the Consequence, had their own highest difficulty setting, unlike anything I've ever experienced in a video game before. Kurayami mode. Similar to Akumu, Kurayami can only be accessed after completing the Kidman DLCs all the way through at least once. What is Kurayami mode? Pitch darkness. That's it. I just had to fumble my way through all 4 chapters of the Kidman DLC in the dark. But what I thought was going to be a relatively easy challenge turned out to be a nightmare of epic proportions, especially from the behind-the-scenes perspective. Because I knew Akumu was going to take even more time to complete, I decided to play through the first chapter and a good chunk of the second in Kurayami to get ahead. My brain-dead mind didn't even think to be recording until more than halfway through the second chapter. I had never used a mic before. In fact, I never had one prior to the clip show for the assignment, so the quality of my recordings were less than great. And it gets better. When I started recording the footage for the consequence, I muted my mic for almost the whole playthrough of chapters 3 and 4, and by the time I realized it, it was way too late. So, in a nutshell, enjoy my authentic live commentary with subtitles from halfway through the assignment, and my scripted post-reaction from the consequence. So, this is Kurayami. Basically just pitch darkness. The only way I can see anything is with a flashlight. The things I do for completion. That's Leslie.
Leslie.
That's Leslie.
I've got to get to him before those things do.
Yeah, that might take a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Heads on a pike. Did it? Oh man. I'm gonna die.
You sure about that?
Well, that could have gone a lot worse. This is great. This is absolutely great. Wish I didn't... What the... That's what those spikes meant? That's why I walk this way. Okay, that makes sense. Ugh. Ugh. God, just everything about that is wrong. And that means they got him. Nice.
Hooray!
Ugh. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on, man. Get out of the way. Okay, good riddance. Huh! No, 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 no. Stay over there. Ugh. God, it's just so gross. Also, why? Oh no, 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 no. Oh. I'm so glad those bastards self-destruct. Holy. Also, let me mantle. Why can't I? Can I not?
Bruh.
Alright, well, you know what, game? Screw you. I think there's a guy ahead of me with a torch. Oh, he's over there. Yeah, he might be a problem. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Okay, where are you going, pal? What the? Is there another one? Yeah, okay, I don't know where I want to go. I genuinely do not remember this chunk of the DLC at all, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I played this a long time ago, because I was so busy trying to figure out Akumu.
Help! Help! They're here! He's here!
Kidman, move!
Leslie, it's all right.
Oh my god.
It's safe now. You can let me in.
That is so
Safe?
stupid.
It's safe now?
Can you open the door, please? Thank you. Faster would be appreciated.
Hurt.
Yeah, that was close.
He's here.
Finally found you.
Not sure if I remember this correctly.
What the fuck?
Who cares? I made it.
You sure about that?
Oh, hello. You have literally seen the living dead. Why are you... He's not even that scary. Compared to the Shade, I'd be more worried about that. Of course. 5 came a plague taking our livestock, and with that many took their lives. At 7, Mother turned to the church. Their symbol was etched in her mind. At 14, I left, leaving only a note. I wrote that I'd gone to heaven. That one has a statue. Every other one doesn't have a statue. So I think I know what I need to do now.
What the hell? You've gotta be kidding me.
The figurine has wings spread wide and shows the true form of the statue in the market. This figurine has a cow skull for a head, appearing in Kidman's nightmares. It is a bad omen. This figurine holds a crucifix between folded wings. Alright, so let's see here. Plague, so that'll be the cow. Wait, at 5 came the plague. Okay, so 5. Ox head. Let's see here. No, no. Yes. At 7, Mother turned to the church. Their symbol was etched in her mind. That's going to be the crucifix. And so that just leaves the winged angel. Look at that! I'm a genius.
Ugh, damn it!
Yeah, that's... Ugh. Kidman, run! Oh god. Okay, well, that was short-lived. Very short-lived. Holy. Where is he? I'd like to see the thing that is running at me and probably going to maul me. Oh shit, okay, there he is. Hello, pal, how's it going? There we go. You good, dude? Leslie? Hold on. Let me kick you. I'm sure that'll make you feel much better. Yes! One part of the Kidman DLC done in Kurayami. Chapter 3 began after my less than pleasant encounter with Ruvik in the church. Oh, hello. I was then transported to the safe haven from the base game, still headed by the emotionally dead, and this time around less than helpful nurse, Tatiana. After getting a little more insight into my agency's true intentions for STEM, I was then dropped into HQ.
Shit! No!
Where they had to take away my flashlight and give me glow sticks instead. My goal? Turn on a generator so I could get the lights working. Of course, the developers knew exactly what they were doing when they put this line in the moment I flipped the switch. So, With no light, the developers sticking to their guns with the whole darkness shtick, I continued onward, only to be reunited with the best and worst enemy in the DLC.
No, God!
The Shade is the horror equivalent of the Pixar lamp wearing red stilettos covered by a bloodstained cloak. While that sounds ridiculous, believe me, I know, the Shade is one of the most terrifying enemies produced by the Evil Within, arguably the scariest. It skulks around in the darkness, constantly looking for Kidman, and if it catches her within its light, Kidman's stamina disappears, leaving her an open target for, well, Munch. It also doesn't help that it always knows your position, so it will inevitably zero in on you if you take too long. The only thing you can do is try to stealth around it, but even that is a massive chore. This was the worst segment of both Kidman DLCs. And it didn't stop there, because I had to play another round of hide and seek in a confined server room while the Shade made its rounds between each section.
Please enjoy this music while waiting.
You've got to be kidding me. Come on.
Luckily, I knew what to expect, since they pulled the exact same trick back in the assignment, and I made it through the second room with flying colors.
Have a productive workday.
After escaping in an elevator, I was then transported to a construction site flooded with Haunted, where, Lord and behold, I briefly had my mic turned on. Oh, shit, hello. Move, Kidman, move! Can you zoom back out, please, so I can actually see what the fuck I'm gonna be shooting at? This can only mean one thing. Well. Oh! After dealing with the mini-horde, it was time to take care of the Shade. Permanently. And, well, it was anticlimactic.
Shit! I'm not running this time.
Oh, thank God.
Did Ruvik send you? Well, I hope he gets the message.
Hooray!
With that demon conquered, Chapter 3 came to a close, as did my mic's activation. The start of Chapter 4 pissed me off because Kidman made the lamest attempt at grabbing her pistol, leaving me once again without a firearm. Following the bus crash from the end of Chapter 12 in the base game, Kidman was making her way through an upper level dealing with flammable Ruvik paintings, cadavers, and a small group of the Haunted with bottles and axes. After burning the final Ruvik painting, I was transported to Beacon Mental Hospital, where I began stealthing my way through recognizable locations from the earliest chapters of the base game, while getting a lengthy lore dump explaining all the behind the scenes of STEM and why it is the way that it is. After enough exploration, I was given a shotgun and inevitably began blasting my way through hordes of the Haunted and cadavers, working my way to the final encounter of the DLC. Ruvik, I mean the Administrator. Yeah. While Sebastian was contending with the hulking mess of the Amalgam and the remnants of STEM, Kidman was finally confronting the shadowy manifestation of her boss that had been pursuing her throughout both the assignment and the consequence, in a sub-corner untouched by Ruvik's crumbling reality. I wanted to avoid talking about him as long as humanly possible because he was such an integral part of the plot, and his boss fight was a reality-warping mind-bender for the ages.
Fuck you! I've had enough of this. I'll kill you right here. don't know me. I'm stronger than you think.
The administrator was put down for good.
Hooray!
So, unlike my last video, I can't answer how many deaths it took me to complete Kurayami because I don't have the footage from the first chapter of the assignment. My best guess is around 35 to 40 times in total, but it could be way more or way less. Was it worth it? This time around, no. Would I recommend this mode to anyone else? Also no. The assignment and the consequence are more fun to experience in survival mode, mostly because you can actually see what's going on and appreciate the chaotic spectacle for what it is. Also, the stealth was unapologetically unforgiving at certain times, namely the segments with the shade. Kurayami is a unique challenge for those who want to be challenged, but definitely isn't designed for those that want a casual horror experience. With that, I'm Raging Bull 2008, and thank you so much for watching my second video. See ya!